Like with any other word, I don't really know the definition to introvert and extrovert. I know what people have told me what they mean, like teachers and friends, and I know what the dictionary has, but like, they don't really add up succinctly, so it's time to talk about that. Okay, so dictionary.com says that an introvert is someone who is concerned with, like, their own feelings. They even offer the definition, a shy person. As for the definition of extrovert, dictionary.com says that it's a person more concerned with their physical and social environment. I've also heard that an introvert gets his or her energy from his or herself, and then an extrovert gets their energy from lots of people and just being like out, I guess. When I was younger, I always considered myself an extrovert. I'm excited, I'm enthusiastic, and sometimes I can really never shut up. But I noticed that in May 2009, when I got my current laptop, I spent a lot of time on it. You know, there were Skype conversations to be had, vlogs to be made, YouTube videos to be watched, and blog TV shows to attend. I remember even when I was hanging out with my friends, I would kind of want to be more on my computer or watching YouTube videos or reading a novel instead of being in the moment and hanging out with them. But then during the process of hanging out with them, you just kind of get used to it. You can't be miserable for the 4+ hours that you're hanging out with someone. So then you're okay, you start to get more comfortable. But when I got home, I would immediately leap for my computer. So in early October, I took a trip to Las Vegas for a journalism conference, and that's when I really noticed this whole idea of introvert and extrovert. I mean, under 21 in Vegas is a joke anyway, but I tried to make the most of the situation and explored the strip, even though I had a hankering for some Skype calls and for some YouTube videos. Also, one night I snagged enough time to record this vlog, but because I'm such an idiot, I forgot to turn the lamp on that was above me, and so it came out all dark. I don't know if I'm an introvert or an extrovert. But then there's other times when I find relying on the internet to provide me with my social necessities energy is just insufficient, and I like to go hang out with friends, whether we're doing weird things like cosmic bowling or just hitting up mochi for some frozen yogurt. The good thing about this is that when I'm in those types of situations, I can totally hold my own, and I'm excited to be around people, and I'm really involved in conversations, and I'm just having a great time. But let's say if that sort of thing happens on a Thursday or a Friday night, I'm totally spending all of the next few days sitting in front of my computer watching YouTube videos. I think I have a healthy mixture of introversion and extroversion, but I still find the fact that there's these two classifications that you can be in kind of puts me off. As silly as it sounds, I'd rather just do whatever and find happiness and enjoyment and concern for myself and for the surrounding social and physical environment. I think it's just way too many labels. Instead of saying Ryan is an introvert or Ryan is an extrovert, just say Ryan is someone who likes to have fun and go on adventures, but he can also go for hours and hours on a time in front of a computer screen and find total happiness and enjoyment and energy from it. It takes more words, but I'm finding that it's more accurate. Oh, and in introvert news, I am participating in NaNoWriMo this year. Now, NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month, and it gives all introverts, if you believe in that sort of thing, the chance to sit in front of their computers and crank out a good 1,667 words each day. The result of the project is that you have a rough draft of a novel, and you probably resort in less time hanging out with your friends and less time watching YouTube videos, and your academic fervor is way lessened. I'm sort of in competition with elizziebooks right now. She's my only buddy who has more words than me, and I'm using this as kind of a guide to stand by, since she has over 2,600 at the time that I last checked, but she says that some of her buddies have more than 5,000, so it's kind of this competition, and I'm going to use the competitive aspect to get through it, because I will finish, and I want to win it this year. I think I'll be able to manage my time well, and I think I'll be getting a lot less sleep this month. So what if I have to don the title of an introvert or whatever for a month? By the end, I would have written a novel that will need severe editing.